There are moments in history that change everything. Moments where the old world dies and a new one is born in its place. One of those moments happened on a cold morning in Paris, when a king lost his head and the world lost its fear of royalty. This is the story of the execution of Louis XVI. France in the late 1700s was a powder keg. The monarchy lived in luxury while millions starved. Bread prices soared. People froze in the streets. And the king, he was throwing lavish parties in Versailles. But by 1789, the people had had enough. The French Revolution had begun. The Bastille was stormed. The monarchy was challenged. A national assembly was formed. The idea of divine rule, that kings were chosen by God, started to crumble. Louis XVI tried to hold on. He promised reforms. He played politics. But behind the scenes, he tried to flee the country, hoping to rally foreign armies against his own people. He was caught. And after that, there was no turning back. In 1792, the monarchy was officially abolished. France became a republic, and Louis, once called His Most Christian Majesty, was now just Citizen Louis. He was put on trial for treason. The evidence? Overwhelming. Secret letters, foreign alliances, attempts to overthrow the revolution. On January 20th, 1793, the verdict came in: guilty. The sentence: death. The next morning, January 21st, Louis XVI was loaded into a carriage and taken through the streets of Paris to the Place de la. Crowds lined the roads. Some cheered, others stood in silence. Louis stepped onto the scaffold. He tried to speak, declaring he had done no wrong and hoped his death would bring peace. But the crowd was loud, and a drum roll drowned out his final words. He was strapped to the guillotine, and at 10:22 a.m., the blade fell. The King of France was dead. The crowd erupted. Some dipped their handkerchiefs in his blood. Others wept. It was chaos, a symbol of the old world collapsing in real time. Louis XVI's execution sent shockwaves through Europe. Kings and queens across the continent realized they could be next. Revolution spread. War erupted. The French Republic had made a clear statement. Power belonged to the people now. Not bloodlines. It wasn't just the end of a king. It was the beginning of a new era. One where royalty could bleed and heads could roll. If you want more powerful moments from history, stories that shook the world, subscribe to The History Files. We post new videos every single day.